Hi, can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me and see me? Okay, that's good. By the way, is my speaking speed okay, or do you want me to talk slower? Thank you. By the way, my name is AA. What's your name? Koki in the chat box. Okay, nice name, Koki. It's nice to meet you. Okay. By the way, it's my first time to see you. Yeah, first time to meet each other. Okay. Can I ask you a question? Sure. And what's the reason why you want to study English? Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's good. At least you get a chance to speak with other people through English. So it looks like you're using English for communication related to your work, right? That's good to know. And how long have you been studying in native camp? About 8 months. Okay. Almost running 1 year, right? In 4 months' time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was last year. Was that last year? Okay. Good. All right. Well, thanks for sharing all of that. Okay. So, Koki, just a few reminder, or just a reminder. So, in my class, it's okay to make mistakes. All right. So, feel free to talk. All right. Okay. So, can you tell me what's the title of the article, please? Hmm. I haven't read this yet, so let's find out. But before that, let's study the words and phrases that were used in the article, okay? Please repeat after me. Skid. He skidded on the wet floor and fell down. Good. Next. Sure. Sleep. Yes. Sleep is or it's actually the same because it's slide, right? So you got slipped or skid or slide. Okay, so it's synonymous to that. Oh, okay, okay. Thanks for sharing that. Good. All right. So next time I encounter skid, I will tell them that it's actually synonymous to slip. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Number two, scramble. People scrambled to the exits when the fire alarm rang. Okay, good. Next is sustained. The soccer player sustained a serious knee injury during the match and had to be taken off the field. Good. Next is contribute. Eating too much sugar contributes to weight gain. Good. Next is reinforce. The soldiers wore reinforced helmets for better protection. Okay, good. All right, do you have any questions so far with the words and phrases? Okay, sustain. Yeah, sustain means, as you are aware of it, is actually like a support, right? Or to strengthen something. Okay, but in this sentence, the soccer player sustained a serious knee injury during the match and had to be taken off the field means to suffer something bad. Yeah, so it has to be used in a sentence for us to figure out what it means. Mhm. Yeah. So it's the same spelling as sustain, like to support, as compared to sustain, which suffers an injury. All right, good. All right, again, we have to check the sentence for us to figure out what the speaker is really referring to. For example, I will say, I was able to sustain my grades from first quarter until the last quarter. So that's actually the sustain that means different. Means that it's actually to keep up the grade from first to fourth quarter. Okay. All right. Next, let's go to the next page, which is comprehension. So in this page, we would read the questions twice. All right. Please take note of the questions as we will answer it after the audio. First question: What do experts suggest contributed to the crash? What do experts suggest contributed to the crash? Number 2 question: What played a key role in protecting passengers? What played a key role in protecting passengers? And the last question: What do experts still emphasize despite aviation incidents? What do experts still emphasize despite aviation incidents? Okay, so Koki, let's find out the answer. I'll play the audio for you.
Delta flight crash lands in Toronto, 80 people survive. Passengers were left in shock after surviving a dramatic plane crash in Toronto. The Delta flight made a rough landing, skidded across the runway, caught fire, and flipped over. The impact tore off part of the wing and tail before the aircraft came to a stop upside down. Many passengers found themselves hanging in their seats before scrambling to safety on the snowy runway. Despite the severity of the crash, all 80 people on board survived, though some sustained injuries. Authorities are now investigating the cause. Experts suggest that harsh winter weather or an unusually hard landing may have contributed to the crash. The plane may have touched down unevenly, possibly on one wheel first, which could have led to the landing gear collapsing. This might have caused the wing to hit the ground, flipping the aircraft. Strong winds were recorded at the time, and pilots were warned of turbulence before landing. Fortunately, the plane's advanced safety features played a key role in protecting passengers. Reinforced seats, secure seatbelts, and a specialized aircraft design helped prevent more serious injuries. The crew and emergency responders acted quickly, ensuring everyone was safely evacuated. Despite recent aviation incidents, experts emphasize that air travel remains one of the safest modes of transportation.
Okay. Do you want to listen to it one more time or do you want to proceed with questions? Sure, I'll play it for you.
Delta flight crash lands in Toronto, 80 people survive. Passengers were left in shock after surviving a dramatic plane crash in Toronto. The Delta flight made a rough landing, skidded across the runway, caught fire, and flipped over. The impact tore off part of the wing and tail before the aircraft came to a stop upside down. Many passengers found themselves hanging in their seats before scrambling to safety on the snowy runway. Despite the severity of the crash, all 80 people on board survived, though some sustained injuries. Authorities are now investigating the cause. Experts suggest that harsh winter weather or an unusually hard landing may have contributed to the crash. The plane may have touched down unevenly, possibly on one wheel first, which could have led to the landing gear collapsing. This might have caused the wing to hit the ground, flipping the aircraft. Strong winds were recorded at the time, and pilots were warned of turbulence before landing. Fortunately, the plane's advanced safety features played a key role in protecting passengers. Reinforced seats, secure seatbelts, and a specialized aircraft design helped prevent more serious injuries. The crew and emergency responders acted quickly, ensuring everyone was safely evacuated. Despite recent aviation incidents, experts emphasize that air travel remains one of the safest modes of transportation.
All right. Let's go and answer the questions. Please read the directions and tell me when you're done. Oh, sorry. Can you read the directions and tell me when you're done? Okay. Okay. Please read the question and share your answer. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So your answer is correct. Yet if we can actually here's the reference for the sample answer for the complete sentence, okay? I'll put it in the chat box. Okay, number 2. What played a key role in protecting passengers? Cool. And the last question, please. What do experts still emphasize despite aviation incidents? Good. So you got 3 out of 3. Good job. Let's proceed to the next page. This is the readout. Okay. Now the art. I will type some of the words if there's a need for us to practice with it. Okay. You can start whenever you. All right, good job. So most of the words were pronounced correctly. We just have to practice on this word. Okay, I will put it in the chat box. Please repeat after me twice. First word is dramatic. Dramatic. Good. Next. Hanging. Hanging. Good. Okay, next. Severity. Severity. Good. And the last word, safely. Safely. All right, good. So those are the words that we need to practice on. Let's go to the discussion part. For the discussion part, I'll read each question. Then you can answer freely, or you can also open the answer key to have a better idea of how to answer the question. Okay? So I'll start with question number 1. Do you think air travel is still safe despite accidents? Why do you feel this way? Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, I like your answer. You're actually right when you said that it's actually exaggerated sometimes on television, right? Especially if these are air accidents. Normally, being like presented on TV most of the time. But in reality, it's actually the road accidents that are very common. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Very good answer. Number 2, should airlines do more to improve passenger safety? What could be a positive or negative outcome of this action? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Survival rates, you mean? Mm-hmm. It's okay. No worries. Mhm. Okay, got that. Okay, yeah. We have to actually implement, right? A lot of precautions, especially if it's flying by plane. All right, because sometimes it's longer than the usual hours by land, right? Okay, next. Would you feel comfortable flying after hearing about this crash? Especially you, that you travel a lot. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. How do you deal with it? Like when you travel and you get scared. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a good mindset. Mhm. So that you won't actually keep on thinking about the crash, right? You actually keep yourself busy and focus on the good things. Exactly. Yeah, it's because it's gonna be hard for you to travel a lot, especially in your case. You need to travel because you need it for work. Okay, thanks for sharing that. Number four, should airlines avoid flying in bad weather? What could be good or bad about it? Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. That's good to know. At least coming from someone who's actually always traveling like you haven't really experienced so much bad experience about it. Okay, so it's almost time. All right. So for the fifth and sixth question, I will just send it to the chat box and you can actually check it after the lesson. All right. Okay, good. So just to give you a feedback, congratulations. I like it because you were able to answer the questions and gave me the correct answers on the comprehension part. Okay, about the article, meaning that your comprehension is already good. Okay, he also was able to share to me the other meaning of skid, which is slip. So good job on that. All right. And also, of course, for the discussion, you also try to share your ideas and your thoughts, which is good, especially when you're conversing to other people, right? At work or wherever you go. So, gambate and have a great